Today I'm going to try to finish up some of the electrical work that we started last time. Last time we got most of the electrical boxes installed throughout the house, but this is one I couldn't do because there's a plywood shear wall in our bathroom and I need a switch on the wall. What I'm going to do is install it from the back side here. I went home and grabbed a mud ring, and this is the mud rings I was talking about. And it's basically just an extended cover that you can screw on these square boxes, and it converts it into use for a switch or an outlet. You see what I mean? And you just pick up one of these that matches the depth of your walls. So if you're doing a thin paneling, they sell little tiny thin ones, or you can go all the way up to like 3/4 or 7/8 of an inch or even deeper. So I'm going to line this up where it belongs. I'm going to trace it out on the wall and cut a hole. We'll see. I hope this is okay though. Yeah, it's a little snug. Let me see where it's rubbing. Yeah, just a tiny bit on the top and bottom. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, just got that one screwed in. And let me unblock the window. It's kind of dark in here, but you see it. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Put another one in for an outlet. I want them in separate boxes instead of a double gang. Well, we got our 2 boxes done for the bathroom, and I also got boxes installed for the washing machine and the dryer. Got those where I want them. I think that was it. I think that's all I had to finish up, right?
Hold the stove.
Oh yeah, the range. Last one is the range. Yeah, it's going right here. Plop. Let's see.
Can I show you something on wood when you're done?
Of course.
Look at these things. They live underneath the ocean.
Whoa.
I thought of those. They live underneath the ocean. They have all armor on them.
So now we have to do the next job, which is drilling all the holes through the studs, through the floor, and just prepping for pulling wires. So this job might be a little bit slower than installing the boxes because I have to think more. I have to think about where the wires are coming from and the best way to route them. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's a small house. Let's get some holes drilled. So I guess we're starting here. Let me guess. We have a double joist there and I forgot. Feels like it. Feels like it. Did we replace this with a double? I don't know. 11.5 inches. Well, it's gonna be hard to see, but we got it. I went underneath, drilled up at an angle, and just connected the holes. And that is fine. I picked up a case of these Smart Shields, and what they are is wire guards that you can put inside the hole that you drilled. so that you don't accidentally puncture a wire with a nail. And now, wire will be protected. I would drill directly under the box, but my box is too low, so I'm doing it where I can do it, right?
Yep.
Well guys, we got them done. It was hard and we ruined our drill bit, but we got it done. I started this job with a nice brand new drill bit because I wanted this to go smoothly. And on the first bedroom, already ruined. Hit one screw, that's all it takes, and it's no good. Well, okay, let me tell you, it's a new day, and the last time we were here, we tried getting some work done, didn't happen. I brought one drill bit with me, and I ruined it instantly. You guys saw that. I got 4 regular bits. I got 1 nail-embedded wood bit, and I got a Forstner bit if I want to get fancy and delicate. So right here we got 6 bits to choose from. If I can't finish the holes in this house with these, then I need to give up. So I'm gonna get my drill out and we're gonna start just drilling holes again. We're gonna get this done. I think I'll start with one of those. Now personally, I'm not a huge fan of these bits that have the tip at the end that screws, because it pulls you through the wood so fast. I hate that, but we're gonna try it. Actually, I'm gonna start with a Forstner bit. One of the reasons I got the Forstner bit is because look how short it is. And my idea was that I could get underneath some of these boxes, look at that, right where I wanted to do. And I couldn't do that before. Perfect. Now, I don't want to ruin my Forstner bit. I'm going to try to be careful, but oh, this is going to be so much nicer going under the boxes.
That worked good and fast.
Yeah, the Forstner bit is great, but I'm afraid of ruining it. I'm going to see if I can start the hole with that and see if I can get this in there to get deeper. Let's see if it'll work. Oh, almost.
It'll go.
It looks like, again, there's a double joist here on the outer plate. So I'm gonna have to go down. Wow, I don't need to go under there. It's open. That's good. You might see me doing some non-typical hole drilling here and skipping a lot of studs. What you're used to seeing, electrician comes in and they just drill holes through every stud around the room. The reason we're not doing that is because it's just doesn't make sense for this specific home in all situations. Because for example, our joists underneath, they run the long way with the home, not typical. But they run front to back, end to end, like straight runs. So instead of running a wire through each one of these studs, we can just drop it through the floor and run it underneath the house and back up without going through any studs. There's nothing in the way. And that's a lot easier than drilling a hole through each of these, because it's going to save on wire guards. It's going to be less chance of a wire getting punctured. These right here are 2x3 studs. Picture a 2.5 inch, that's what they're 2.5 inches thick. Now picture drilling a 1 inch hole in that.
Yeah.
You're left with 1.5 inches. And that means 3/4 of an inch on either side of the hole. And I could make a smaller hole for the wire, but the problem is that it's still too close to the face, and I would need nail guards on there. So I'm better off just doing the 1 inch hole and doing the smart shield in the hole. So the point is to save our studs and to save all this extra work and money, just go through the floor, pop it back up. On the other side of the room, where we had the closet wall going perpendicular to the floor joists, well, if I went underneath, I would have to drill them through all the floor joists to get across this way. So I might as well just drill it through the studs there and make it easy. That's why you're going to see me doing a mix of going down and up or straight through when we're going this way. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. And I really like these guards because when you do put them in a stud, they protect the wire without sticking out. If I put nail plates on the wall, like through where the wire goes through, they make your drywall or your wallboard, whatever you're doing, they make it bump out a little bit. And they also leave a spot where you can't screw. But this, if this is in your stud, you can still use the wood. You can still screw into the wood, but if your screw is too long, it's going to hit that metal. I think we have gone through the entire house and drilled every hole that we need to drill so far on the top side. I have a few more I have to connect underneath. So basically what the problem I'm having is that along the outside of our house we have some double joists. We sistered them up to make them stronger because we had some rot and some repairs we did. So where there's two joists under the wall, when I drill through the wall, I'm hitting the joist. So I have to go underneath the house and drill sideways to complete the hole. So the wire will just bend a little and then go up. It's not too hard to do. I just look for a seam in the floor. So the plywood flooring has seams every 4 feet and I can measure from that. And then when I go under the house, I measure from that same seam over and then I know where the hole is. So just try to find something that you can see on the top and bottom and then measure from that. That's what we're doing. If I couldn't see the seams, we would just drill a little tiny hole through the floor somewhere that we could see it. Like right in front of the wall. Okay, so I'm going to be climbing under there, but I think we accomplished our goal today. I think all the holes are accomplished. We're trying to get this done so we can clean up and to just roll right into pulling wire. There's probably going to be like 1 hole, 2 holes that we missed.
Yeah.
But we can fix those when we get there. Okay, there's a screw here. I'm gonna need a T25. There's a screw in my way. We'll move that over. Got it. That one's done. It's that easy. Now just angle it. Let me keep going. Watch your fingers, okay? That feels like I'm right on. I like it at an angle so the wire can swoop without a hard bend. I don't know if you can see it. Well guys, every time I think I'm done, I find one more little tweak, one more hole to drill, and I've been fine-tuning things. It might not seem like much on your end watching this, but here, there's a lot of planning and thought that goes into home renovation, and just in my mind trying to envision all the wires flowing to all the circuits and where they're going to need holes and where they're going to connect, and I think I got it. I'm trying to make it as easy as I can when I get to that job. We have the wire to get started, but I'm not doing that today. I think instead I'm going to turn up here and get this box insulated. We have the insulation and it's been in our way, so let's get this done so I can finally get home, get a shower, and be done with that mess. This is called Florida snow.
Yeah. Is that cool?
Yeah. And then I'm going to angle the ends down, I think, because they... Let's see if this failure works. Yeah. I think I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of insulation and do some of these areas too. I'll wait on the rest, I think. We're just trying to block off mainly, you know, where the attic comes into the house, but eventually I think this whole wall will be insulated. That goes to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. This one I know it doesn't matter, but I mean, well, it's only 2 pieces of insulation. So I think we accomplished our goals today. We got all of our holes drilled. I actually changed a couple of the boxes. I added a box over here. We decided to separate our switches. This is something that, it's a minor pet peeve of yours, right?
Yeah.
Where you come in and you have two switches right next to each other and you never know which one to hit. You're turning the inside and outside light on and off.
Yeah.
So we decided, instead of doing the double gang like we were going to do, is to separate them completely. So there's two separate switches, and we're going to put the living room lights on the first one, and then the outside light kind of away from it.
Yeah.
Because when you're coming in, you don't usually want to turn on the outside light. You want to see what's going on inside. Mm-hmm. So it'd be easy to hit that. And also it means our boxes will be less crowded. We'll have a lot more room for wiring. I want all the boxes to be roomy. I hate packed wires. So separated those, little minor upgrades, and it's looking good. I expected to do a lot more drilling today. I'm picturing like a normal house. You're drilling through the walls. Boom, 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 boom. And all we did was like through the floor, here or there, here or there. This house is built in such a way, like I said, it's like runways from one end to the other, straight alleys. So why drill through all these little tiny studs?
When we can just go down and over.
We can go over as far as we want without hitting anything.
Yeah.
So that's the way we're going to wire it. We're just going to loop it up and down. It only uses a tiny bit more wire, and it saves us from drilling our studs.
And then we can save on using those protector things.
Those Smart Shield wire guards, I love those. Those are so cool.
Yeah.
I wish they made one a size down to fit a standard 3/4 inch hole. They fit a 1-inch hole. So you got to really drill out your studs, but it's cool. And I think it's worth it. My throat's all messed up for that insulation. The pink stuff is way better than that white stuff.
Yeah, we could work a whole day with that pink stuff and never get affected by it.
Yeah.
That pink stuff is awesome.
Next gen fiberglass is like next level. It's good.
Superior.
You might wonder why we're jumping around with like white fiberglass, pink fiberglass, rock wool. We just have different needs for different places, different thicknesses, different widths. This was cheap and available, so I grabbed it.
Yep.
I could have used rock wool, but it cost more, and I just wanted to get this little section done. And all the exterior walls are going to be rock wool. The interior walls, a mix. We'll see what we do. I think that's it. We're just going to head home and get cleaned up and come back to this mess another day. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.
Like, if we want to just clean up the mess, like we need to use this anyway, right? So I could just take this.
Yeah.
And stuff it in here quick, because we know we're not putting anything in this spot. Now it's out of the way.
Be careful of that glass.
Less stuff on the floor is better.
Yeah.
Not supposed to be doing this step yet, but
That's okay. We'll use up this bag.
it's honestly just going to make it easier to move around and work in here.
Yep. It's getting out of control.
Should I just stick it in?
Sure.
That's fine. I cleaned up the floor a lot.
This should probably go somewhere else. I don't know where to put it though. It's safe.
Lean it, maybe over here in this corner for now.
Before somebody gets injured on it.